rhythm, and resilience. Black history carries both, and how people learn to move forward because forward was the only direction, and how movement became a way of being. In football, rhythm is a natural expression of the body. It's the timing between thought and movement where we leap without hesitation. That kind of timing is earned. Resilience is built in environments where quitting wasn't an option, and you see that same continuation on the field. You see it in the culture.
It's beautiful. I love pro football. Jerry Rice.
Black history is American history. When you see people who are sacrificing and putting everything on the line, it's because they believe that America can become better. What Smith and Carlos were saying in Mexico City in 1968 was that we are better than our churches being bombed. We're better than Medgar Evers being murdered. We're better than Martin Luther King and Malcolm X being murdered. We're better than Bobby Kennedy and John F. Kennedy being murdered. We're better than that, and we have an obligation to do better. So I've never known an activist who didn't think that this country could be everything that it claims to be, that this country could be better and had an obligation to do better. These athletes cared about and loved America and truly believed in that mandate put upon we the people to form that more perfect union.
Rhythm and resilience are not moments in time. They are the current that moves through generations and they flow on. It's in the lesson that forward movement was not chosen, but simply done. It flows through different voices and different roles. A power that is carried uniquely by each person, yet remains undeniably familiar. Its influence moves past the sidelines into the architecture of the building, into the unified crowds in the stands. It is a truth carried by many, and in this voice, the full resonance of that is heard.
What can I do, ho? Only the strong survive, baby. That's what we're here for. That's what we gotta do today. Payday. Payday.
Christina Jefferson, Senior Director of Inclusion and Culture at the San Francisco 49ers. When I hear the words rhythm and resilience and I think about the San Francisco 49ers, I think about heartbeat. I think about the fact that every single day we have a heartbeat that may not always be in the same rhythm, but it has a rhythm. It has a flow. It has the fact that like our world starts and ends on that field, but it also doesn't. It also means that we are watching with bated breath as we watch our team and our fans, and we try to make the world a better place by how we put a rhythm into our day. We see the world as a world that begins in training camp and we end in draft with the hope and the belief that our heartbeat will continue on. When I think of this organization, I think about the strength of every single person and the idea that all of the people inside this organization make us who we are.
My name's Austin Moss. When I think of the words rhythm and resilience, I'm immediately taken to a place of excitement.
Come on, Terrell Owens! Oh, what a bonanza! Touchdown, San Francisco!
You know, when I think about what comes from rhythm and us being mind, body, spirit, and our soul. Rhythm and resilience, man, it's such a beautiful way to think about life and how we attack it every day. And then at this organization with the 49ers, we are all talented, and it reminds me of equal representation. And that's what my ancestors fought for, you know, gave up their lives for, just to be able to have a seat at the table, just to be able to get treated fairly, access to education, access to have a voice and vote. All those things are evident in what our culture and ecosystem looks like today. And I commend the 49ers organization and having diversity as a focus and a point of emphasis to challenge us to be the best we could be.
It's here! It's here now! What will we be? What will we be? Hey, it doesn't matter what we do in the past. The only thing that matters is what we will do today. Let's show them who we are. We got a chance. Let's show them today who the 49ers are. Let's go this way.
Resilience is shaped where the thought of stopping holds no power.
49ers New Year.
Everybody better watch out. Sideline, throws, he's got a man, into the end zone! Touchdown, 49ers! The green fumble, ball is picked out of the air! On the right sideline, here's Griffin! Griffin makes 100 yards!
You hear it in the quiet cadence of the story shared, the weight of history in every voice.
I want to say, whoever came up with the phrase, it ain't over till it's over. Yeah.
You see it in the intentionality, the deep respect and unwavering commitment brought to every single aspect of the work. It doesn't reside in one confined space. Its influence travels and out to the community it serves.
Steve Jackson, owner of the Note Lounge, located in Mill Peters at 765 East Capitol Avenue. Music and black culture. Well, that's all we had. I guess everything was sort of predicated on how we acted, how we reacted to music. We based a lot of our movement on the music, dancing, singing, those type of things. We expressed ourselves through our music. If it's jazz, blues, whatever. That's what we do. There's a saying that if you forget your history, you're doomed to repeat it. And the only way we got to express that or tell that is through Black history.
The influence is vast because the source is deep, a continuous, unedited feed of history that shapes every decision, every moment, and every shared goal. Rhythm and resilience aren't new here. They've been moving through this place for a long time. As part of the culture of the San Francisco 49ers, a deep pulse of history and continuation.
I'm Dr. Harry Edwards, and this is Black History Month with the San Francisco 49ers.